Hello everyone, welcome back. And after a long time I have a brand new custom ROM, and this is really exciting because this is the brand new Android 10 custom ROM just specially made for our Galaxy J7 from 2015. So my model I'm using is J700H. You can use also J700F and J700DS. That's what I remember. You can look further in for this information in the XJ developer link, which will be given down below, because obviously you need to install this custom ROM if you are excited and if you want to enjoy all the features of Android 10. Well, I have been using it for the past 1 to 2 weeks, around that. Yeah, and I'm going to have my verdict given here and also tell you the process of the installation and also show you the amazing features of Android 10 that we have here. Well, this is exciting mainly because I'm doing a brand new video after a lot of days. I'm coming back into editing and I'm totally busy because I'm really busy. I couldn't do much of the stuff that I wanted to do, most of the videos that I wanted to do. And this brand new customer just showed up in 28th of February and I was really excited. I tried from the first off and I'm ready with my review and my installation. So I'm sure this video is going to be way long, but I'm sure you guys will stay along and you'll watch it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So let's start with the installation, shall we? It is basically the common processes that I always use. Just back up your files. Number one, I suggest this, I recommend it so much. Every time your mobile gets bricked, it's a great advantage if you have a backup file so that you can restore it later on. Number two is just install the zip file and also install the open caps or Google apps of those zip file. I suggest that because otherwise you wouldn't have any Play Store, any YouTube, while you mainly no Play Store when you when you boot to the application, when you boot to the custom ROM. So yeah, however guys, I won't be doing it because I have already installed everything. I fixed my custom ROM according to my way, like the way I use, because I have been using it personally for daily life for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind this, and we can just I can just reboot to the system, whereas you guys could just install the custom ROM. You can check out my other videos for the detailed process, because I am not going to do the detailed process here because I have already done it quite a lot. I have a lot of custom ROM videos. You can check out my playlist, which will be shown right now in the iCard. And yeah, well, I will be at the first. I want to show you guys the very certain small bugs that doesn't really matter in the daily life in this custom ROM. Number one is the free form, which one you can activate from the developer options. I've done that because I used to use them quite a lot in my previous custom ROM. I really enjoy using multi-window. I do multitasking quite a lot, that's why. So yeah, this is number one, the bug. I don't really understand why YouTube does this issue, or maybe it's only YouTube itself. I had this issue quite a lot. Number two, this would be the live display, the one that determines, you know, the blue light filter and all that. Well, that totally doesn't work. It doesn't change the color of the screen. I don't know if the screen recorder can pick it up or not. You feel like there is certain change, but when you turn to the angles or something, there isn't actually any change. It's just your eyes making up the difference. That's what I see. It's actually no changes in the display color or something. It doesn't have any blue light filter. That's just a simple thing to say. And that's it. I didn't find any other bugs that are like major bugs which disturbed any of my daily life usage. And I have used most of the features in the custom ROM, and there wasn't really any issues regarding that. I really miss the blue light filter because I use quite a lot my device during the night time for my studies and all that. So yeah, that's it. Now let's move on to the features of this custom ROM. There are a lot of features, but I don't want to show you guys each and all of the features. I think you have seen my Lineage OS 14.1, I remember the video. It will be also marked here in the iCard. You can take a look. There are, I guess, around 75 to 80% of the features are from that custom ROM. There are very certain features that are only provided in the Android 10. This custom ROM, the Lineage OS 17.1. Well, that's why I'll just show you the specific ones that just stands out quite a lot and that I use quite a lot during my daily life. Well, let's start. Number one, it would be the gestures. I think all of you know about the Android 10 gestures, and I know everyone hated the Android 9 gestures, which were the pills or pill one, and that's whatever. So yeah, that Android 9 pill, you can also get that gestures, and you can also get the Android 10 gestures, both of them. I really enjoyed using the gestures, which is the one-handed one, or the a single button to swipe one. So yeah, this one, the one issue with this one is that because all of the buttons will be closed, means like all of your navigation buttons, which is the back and the recent apps, will be closed, and you can't use them. You can only use the home button. That's a good thing. But while using the back button, most of the time, while you're playing games or while you're texting, this is really hard for me because clicking back doesn't remove the keyboard, and there is a small button at below for the keyboard to go down, but I don't use it quite often. So yeah, I most when I'm doing my daily work, I suggest, and I do myself, close the gestures. But when I'm just randomly using in the day, I just turn on the gesture. It just takes around 10 to 15 seconds just to turn on a gesture. So yeah, there are quite a lot of features in this. And so number two that stands out quite a lot to me is dark mode. You can force dark mode, or you can just go with the basic dark mode. If you force dark mode, even Facebook will turn dark mode, and that's the best thing according to me, because any application that doesn't still support dark mode will turn dark mode. But I really find it hard for most applications. Even the keyboard just turns completely upside down, it becomes negative and all that. So yeah, I don't quite use that force dark mode. But yeah, if you use other dark mode application, then I suggest you use the force dark mode feature. Number three would be, I don't know, I'm just losing the count. I don't care about the count number right now. I'm just letting you guys know about the features. So yeah, another feature that I enjoy would be the always on display kind of watch. I'm not quite sure what to call this, but yeah, this is like a watch that just shows up on the lock screen whenever you open it, and sometime when you charge, it just shows up as a night light. So yeah, that's one thing, but it isn't exactly the same as the Samsung's most featured AMOLED always on display. I really enjoy that in the other custom ROMs that I have reviewed. Yeah, this is another thing. Another thing, I would not consider that as features, but I'll still take it as a feature. I'm taking it as granted. It would be the the launcher, that the Lineage J700H 2.1, the turbo shade launcher. I really enjoy this launcher, and there is like a styles and wallpapers thing that is also present in Android 10 features, which allows you to style your clock, the always on display, the one that I'm talking about, and you can also style your grid, which comes in other launchers, but basically in the other turbo shade launcher it didn't come. So that's really interesting. I thought it would be a great feature if we could have the icon, if I could change the icons. I would suggest, if the developer is watching this video, please change the icons. Please allow me to change the icons, just like all other launchers. And then another thing you could also do is fonts, but there are only two fonts for the time being, and I hate the second font. I love the first font. So yes, I would also want the developer to add more fonts to this. And you can also change the icons. There are around 4 icons for the time being. So, and then you can also change the color of the icons of the notification shade and the status bar and all that. I really enjoyed that. You can also change the shapes. You can make it into a kind of teardrop shape, and then you can make it that Samsung's U-ball shape, and then you can make it this square shape. I really enjoyed the circle one, so yes, I'm hanging on to the circle one. Alright, next thing I would say would be, I literally enjoy the other feature, which is just swiping down the navigation, which is kind of confusing to bring it. You have to on it from the status bar, all the other features from there. So this one, I think it's kind of separate for me. I really enjoy that. And I also like the animation that just comes up when you when you open the application from the home screen, and then you just swipe it from the home button, and then it just goes back to the home. It's some kind of feature, but I really enjoy that. I take it as granted. Yeah, I think that's it. But I would say another worst thing in this launcher that I always say for every other custom ROM, not this launcher, I mean the custom ROM, is there is no camera application. There is no camera application. There is no good camera application. That's the worst thing. I use open camera. This is one I would suggest if you like to customize, or if you want your pictures to be taken in high quality and all that. I think you guys have already heard about open camera. If you didn't hear, just take a look in the internet. You'll already get it, and you can also find it in the Play Store. That's a great thing. This is the best camera application I would say. And then number 2, I would suggest you download just Google Camera. But Google Camera for other devices that has Android 10 doesn't support in this device. You cannot install Google camera. Whether you flash it or not, you cannot install. There is no way to install Google camera. But they have I have one application that's called base.apk in my internal storage. I found it when I download it. I think this is done by the developers, and that's what I installed. But I will try to link it. If I can't, I am sorry guys. I hope you take some other camera applications for that. So yeah, that's it for this video. I think I spoke a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye and take care.